Pull up Orbit Corporation for you. It started off in the green post the numbers at the start of the trading day. There you see on your screen. Post the disappointment of the policy has come off a bit, but still flattish in trade. Decent numbers compared to what the street was working with. A couple of people on the street nevertheless. And Pujit Agarwal, a Managing Director and CEO of Orbit Corporation, joins us on the show right now to talk about the numbers. Pujit, good having you. Thanks so much for taking the time out. How much in terms of square feet was sold in Q2, and what's the average realization? And also, which are the projects that contributed towards the numbers?
Well, in this particular quarter, we've seen that we have sold a large square footage in Lower Parel. So we are seeing that market return. The rate at which we have sold approximately is, I think, an average rate of about 20,000 plus, which is much better than what we had clocked earlier. And that's showing in our EBITDA margins as well. The square footage in terms of numbers, I think, is about 35,000 square feet, which is what we would have sold at our project, three of them at Lower Parel.
And your interest cost this time around has gone up over last year as well as last quarter. Pujit, what is the debt on your books and the debt reduction plan for the company now?
As far as debt is concerned, we have a total debt of around 875 crores. We have a cash of about 100 crores. So net debt should be about 775 to 800 crores. But the cost of debt due to interest rates rising, that has really hit the EBITDA margins along with lower top line. So that has been the cause of lower profitability the entire last year. Having said that, in the current year, the way we are seeing the volumes return, we are seeing permissions come in, so new launches, and also the debt costs coming down. So by the end of this year, we should start seeing the positivity in the numbers return in a quite healthy manner.
What's the update on the pledged shares, Pujit, as that seems to be a concern that the market is factoring in?
Well, as far as the debt which has been taken in the company itself from the pledged shares, those are from NBFCs, and those debt positions have also been restructured. So therefore, I don't see any cause of concern. The percentage of shares that I believe is mortgaged, the promoter shares, is about 50 to 60%. So I don't see that as a great cause of concern because it's been restructured, and the time period which we now have for repayment is in one case about 2 to 3 years, and in another case about a year's time.
And what is the update on the Mandwa as well as the Kilachand House project?
Well, as far as these two projects are concerned, one is Mandwa. We are expecting that within this financial year it should be launched. Every effort is being made to secure all the permissions, and we will be breaking ground over there for sure. As far as Kilachand House is concerned, having the ownership of approximately 25% directly, 25% indirectly, so 50% in our pocket. The balance 50%, we are hoping that we should be able to secure that as soon as we have some positive cash flows, which seems likely in the next calendar year. So we are now bracing ourselves to close that out as well. Of course, once we have the complete ownership, it would take another 12 to 18 months for us to launch that project. So we are a bit in the long term, medium to long term, as far as Kilachand House project is concerned.
And Pujit, just before we wrap up, really, in any of the projects, in order to raise funds or otherwise, are there any plans of a stake sale?
As mentioned, we are looking at exiting 3 to 4 projects which are already there in our kitty, but not really our core area of operations. So if we look at exiting those projects, I don't see there would be any need for us to dilute in any other projects or stake sale in any one of our other land banks.
Okay, Pujit, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining in and talking about your stake sale plans as well as the launch of new projects. That's the stock price of Orbit Corp reacting to the positive management commentary, high by just about 0.5% as we speak at 55.2. Time to take a quick break right here on Market Sense. We'll be back with more on the other side.